Hello, there's a quick guide to the Coordinated Efforts challenge from the final boss of the Master Salvation's Edge raid. This challenge requires that you break all 6 glyphs within 5 seconds. When I say glyph, I'm talking about the buttons on the witness that start the damage phase. In this guide, I'm going to assume you know how to complete the encounter normally and just focus on the changes for the challenge and master difficulty. Before we get into it though, no, not a word from our sponsor, I just want to say that the Ignited Light Triumph was fixed last week. Also, Bungie have activated all challenges on the Master Raid for the next 2 weeks, so you can go ahead and do all the previous encounters and complete the challenges to get this Triumph done. Anyway, back to the challenge. For Master difficulty, the only change is that the enemies have been upgraded a little. The Scorn Chieftains are now mages, and the Subjugators are now bosses, so it takes a little more to kill those guys. There are no champions or any other changes. For the challenge, we assigned one of the buttons each. This way, no one shot the same one as someone else and ensured that all the glyphs were broken simultaneously. Just organise with your team before starting the encounter who is shooting which button. This does also mean that all 6 Guardians will need to get a Glyph Breaker buff in order to shoot their buttons, assuming no one does any double breaking. Now, the easiest way to do this would be to just organise 3 people to get the first set of hands that spawn, while the other 3 people ad clear. Then, as the people from the first group start getting Glyph Breaker, members from the second group can start getting theirs. The main important thing is for the people from the first team to keep an eye on their resonance timer. While they're waiting for everyone else to get their Glyph Breaker, their resonance timer will be counting down, and if it reaches 0, they die. Also, you cannot cleanse your buff in the middle because you need to shoot all the glyphs at the same time. So if your timer is running low, the only thing you can do is get another resonance buff to reset the timer. So be careful not to get ×3 too early, or it might mean you cannot reset the timer and you cannot cleanse, so you'll die. Now, the other issue you may have is people just taking too long to get their buff that you run out of time. If this is happening frequently, there is another strategy you can use that could be slightly faster, but a tad more confusing. The slightly faster method is what we're using in the gameplay in the background. What we're doing is skipping the part where you check the hand to see what buff you need to stun it, and we just get a buff to start with. So both Limonada and myself are stunning the circle hand that comes out of the ground. Immediately when we start the encounter, he runs off and gets the triangle buff, and I go and get the square buff. Then we both go and try and stun the circle hand. One of us will have the right buff and get Glyph Breaker immediately, and then the other person waits for the hand to respawn and tries their buff on the new hand. This made it a bit quicker for the first players to get their buff, and then the second players could just get whatever respawned. The main downside of the strategy is ad clear was worse. So the trade-off is getting Glyph Breakers a bit faster, but you do need to be a bit more careful because no one's focusing ads. Up to your team which strategy you use. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as all 6 people get Glyph Breaker and you all shoot the buttons at the same time. For loadout recommendations, with the Still Hunt nerf, I was trying out Whisper and was able to do more damage than my teammates. The only problem is it can be hard dodging the attacks while ADS if you haven't practiced it much. The Witness makes small hand movements which tell me which attack it is, and then I move while still shooting into the position to dodge the attack. It's a cool strategy to practice, but you can die quite often if you misread an attack. And remember, when you're dead, you're doing 0 DPS, so it's better just to use a slightly worse strat as long as it keeps you alive. So Still Hunt is still viable, just not as OP as before. Just make sure you run Anti-Barrier Sniper on your artifact so that Overcharge Sniper is active. This is important because it's not Solar Surge this week, so doing this will make sure you get the 25% bonus damage. Also, if you use Still Hunt, you probably won't run out of ammo as much. In this run, you'll see I have no ammo at the end. Obviously, having someone run Cenotaph would help, but if no one is, then it's a pretty good reason to use a special DPS anyway. Alright, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out so you can see how we did it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I've got guides for all the raid challenges so you can check them out. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Bye.
Alright. Is that circle? Yes.
Yes.
So what are these fucking buffs? I need help on right, there's so many ads.
We're about to jump.
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 Cool, got mine.
Who else needs?
Watch your buff, guys, watch your buff.
Who else needs?
Any?
No one else? Alright, let's add clear and get ammo then.
Can we kill Chieftain on left? If We
Yep.
can team shoot.
Check your timer.
I want to reset.
There's a wall. You need a reset. I'm going middle.
Middle. Let's just
Hey.
do damage.
I don't have a
Middle.
lot of ammo, that's all. Alright.
2, 1, right.
Watch out for the wall behind you. Back left.
On left. Top right. Jump.
Go back right.
Bottom right. Top left.
Saving some ammo here.
Okay, ready?
Jump. Another attack. One left, watch out.
Watch out. Might go again.
Okay.
Go back left.
Nice.
Switch. Void.
Wait.
Unvoid.
Not about challenge. It's pretty easy, to be honest.
Yep.
It's an easy challenge.
We just kind of can't
Just
stay
a lot of
alive
death, that's
for
all.
some reason.
Yeah.
And no ammo as well.
Yeah, to be fair,
Nice.
we did get to the final phase on this die.
I did lie.
Thanks for watching and make sure to subscribe for more. Special thanks to our channel members City, Burnt Toast, GD Hob, Badger, Jakey, Reops, Ferwin, Tolsan, Whiskey and Spec for their continued support.